asked if I was going to demonstrate anything, and I wasn't going to, but it seemed like you needed an opportunity to heckle, especially the guy in the second row who will remain nameless. My Ed McMahon.
Last chance this guy.
Yeah, last chance. So you met Jeff and Frank. They're our product development managers, and they'll probably be the guys in the future. So I just came to sort of kibitz this time, but by popular demand and your chance to heckle, here I am. So this is our alternate 32 product, and it's a bit more of a niche product, perhaps retail, perhaps construction. It's a 32-foot scissor. It's an expansion on our 26-foot, 32-inch wide scissor, so we've added a stack. We've also, and based on the same chassis compactness, we have added a outrigger component, or a stabilizer component to this product. And many of the same features and a couple that Jeff left off that I'll just sort of kibitz and point out. But again, same wheels, same motors, same component trays, access covers on either side for the manifold and or the outrigger electronics, which I'll show you the outriggers in just a second. Same sort of stack. In fact, it is the same stack as you previously saw with the oversized pins. And again, Teflon. In the back, our ladder doubles as a tie-down point. Do we need to go up or down? Okay. Well, I'll just try to talk down to it. At some point, Genie recognized that in many instances the ladder was being used as a tie-down point and damaging the ladder. Our ladder is designed to be the tie-down point. So in these transport, Genie's tried to look at a lot of the typical behaviors that are out there in the rental world and try to accommodate our product to them. Again, like our other products that are this height, guardrails are foldable. We do use a pin system, 4 pins with a captive spring rather than a lanyard. Just a little stylistic difference there. Control system is the same. It's a motor proportional control system with a diagnostic or multiplexing control system. What that allows us to do is send a variety of signals up and down a minimum number of wires. So in our control system, we basically have 5 wires. A ground wire, and we have two essentially hot wires for all the signals, whether it's steer, up, down, drive, forward, and backward. What that does for us is a couple of things. It conserves on battery energy because it takes everything down to a milliamp level in terms of the control system, so we're not burning a bunch of battery juice to operate our control system. The other thing it does is that if there is a fault in a wire, it probably affects more than one function, and it's more easily troubleshootable in our estimation than trying to find the one wire out of 30 that you may or may not have a problem with. Again, our controls are removable. There's a quick disconnect hidden under here. Then the coil cord comes with the controller. The controllers, both down below and up above, are fully transportable between products, although this one has a little bit of an intrinsic difference because of the outriggers. So again, this is the same thing you'd find on a 19 clear up through a 3246 that Jeff previously demonstrated. We can also, because we're electronically based, and again, we're in our 5th generation of that, so we're fairly robust in terms of its ability to withstand moisture and the elements. We can do some fun things. We can adjust our ultimate top speeds by going into a programming mode with no additional diagnostic tools or a laptop. We can turn on or off certain features. For example, if somebody doesn't like the motion alarm, we can enable that function if they're in a space where they need, quiet, and it has that option. So in our service manual, we can take you into a secret programming mode where we can alter the characteristics of the machine. And that's kind of a nice feature. Because we're going to 32 feet in a very small package, we can only let you drive at up to 22 feet with this particular product. From 22 to 32, you must engage the outriggers. You must engage the outriggers before you have, either before you have gone off the high-speed limit and activated the pothole guards, or you must come back down to that level, approximately 6 feet, and engage the outriggers. So you can't go up to 22 feet and engage the outriggers because they do have a leveling capacity. You've got to come down below 6 feet. How you engage the outriggers is similar to Genie's system that you saw on the towable unit. We give you an enable button, and then we give you a coded up or down, and that's going to activate all 4 outriggers simultaneously. So in this case, you would activate the button that has the little lightning bolt on it. That's going to be your function, and then your yellow arrow for down, and that's going to engage all 4 stabilizers that are going to come down and level the machine. And again, the machine will level itself, get all 4 outriggers in contact with the ground, now, it likes to be on a hard surface when it does this. So in here, it's hunting for level. And that's because we're on a double floor that's compressing, unfortunately. So I think it's going to continue to hunt. What it'll tell you, and it worked here, is that because the floor is soft, it's unable to get to level and full contact. So we have a green light and a couple of red lights here. And the red light is telling you that you can't achieve level. Okay, so it does like a hard surface. When your light goes green, then you can go on up to 32 feet and do your work. And as long as you continue to do that, it'll hunt for the level. And then when you're done, again, you're standing in the platform, you would bring the outriggers down, or the stabilizers. And the minute they're off the ground, you're able to drive the unit away. They don't have to be fully retracted. And the system will automatically put the unit in a creep speed and retract the stabilizers while you're driving until they get to full retraction, in case you forget. So they will automatically retract to prevent them from being damaged. Then you can go ahead and switch back into your drive mode or your lift mode, go either up to 22 feet and do more work or drive away. Questions?
I'm sorry, so you said that if you don't bring the outriggers, the stabilizers all the way up.
As long as they're off the ground, you will be allowed to drive away.
But in creep.
And it'll creep.
It'll creep until
it'll give you about 5 seconds. It'll take about 5 seconds, and then it'll if you have the joystick, it'll automatically surge into the higher speed. All right.
What kind of applications do you guys find these being most popular?
Well, that's a great question, Guy, in terms of the applications. Document retrieval, any of this narrow aisle indoor work, lots of retail activity where people just don't have a double door to go through, or they're having very small aisles. Jeff, any specific applications that we know of in industrial or maintenance that are parking garages, Guy, we found real popular? Yeah, and again, anything that, old slabs that are cracked and somewhat out of level. Our leveling degrees are about 2%, a little over 2%, 2.5%. 2.5 degrees, excuse me, of leveling capability. 2 years ago. 3 years ago.
List price?
Standby. What? Same slide deck setup as all our units, about 36 inches of slide, two positions. Lanyard attachment points, gate standard on this product, half gate standard. $36,315 MSRP. $36,315 MSRP.
You got any questions? Ask Dana. Last chance. This may be the last chance. Ask him something. Come on the spot.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The food's good.
Or have steaks for lunch.
Steaks for lunch. No. I was never here.
Yay!